One of the more common questions that I receive is what damages are recoverable in a personal injury case? Well, it depends in part of what the underlying claims are. But as a general matter, there are two primary categories of damages. Number one, you have your economic damages that were suffered in the case. Most commonly, these are your medical bills. Many people, their biggest concern is, are my medical expenses going to get paid as a result of this accident? And if you're successful in the case, there's a right under Ohio law and the law of every other state that you're able to ask for the past medical bills that have been incurred, and you're able to ask for any future medical costs that are also associated with the accident. Number two, there's what's known as lost wage claims. And again, these go backwards in time and forwards in time. Therefore, if you're able to demonstrate that you missed work due to the injury, and we can document that whether through your tax returns or pay stubs, then we're able to ask for that amount of money for reimbursement. Likewise, if in the future you're unable to perform the same or similar type of work and your income is going to suffer as a result of the injury, those are damages, those are damage calculations that we're able to calculate, typically through the use of vocational experts or economists, or usually in combination of the two, and we're able to ask for that compensation moving forward in time. The second major broad category of damages would be what are known as the pain and suffering damages, or I'd rather refer to them as the human damages. And this is where it's a little more difficult. We don't have a firm objective number that we can look towards with respect to a medical bill or a tax return, because everybody's life is a little different. Everybody's life has been impacted differently by these injuries and these accidents, and their family dynamic has been disrupted. The enjoyment of their life has been disrupted. And the law provides that we're allowed to ask for compensation for those losses. What that amount is, again, it's very individualistic. It depends very much on the individual's case. It also depends in a large part on the venue. Certain venues are known for awarding more for pain and suffering damages than others. It's simply a makeup of the jury pools in those jurisdictions where the juries tend to place greater value on the pain and suffering loss than in other venues. But in a large part too, the law is different in certain states than others with respect to how much we can actually ask for and recover for pain and suffering damages. These are known as caps, or statutory limitations on pain and suffering damages. And in Ohio, the damage cap is limited to $250,000 for non-catastrophic cases. And there's no limit for catastrophic injuries for certain personal injury cases. And catastrophic injuries are defined as the loss of a limb, the loss of a bodily organ system, the loss of the ability to care for oneself. So you have to fit within a certain definition in order to move outside the cap to even have the ability to ask for damages beyond $250,000 in the state of Ohio. But in summary there, the damages that we're able to ask for in a personal injury case would consist of the economic losses and the non-economic losses. In very, very rare cases, you may be able to ask for punitive damages, which are designed to punish the company for certain corporate behavior. Those types of damages are limited by the court as well, and they'll be subject to a different video conversation. But for now, it's important to keep in mind that the primary damages are the economic and the non-economic damages that you can recover.